Alright, what is up? We are back with week number 5 of SDS, and this week we're going up against Sam. At this point, I am 1-3, while Sam is 2-2. So it's been a tough season for us, but I'm trying to get a little bit back on track. I'm going through the 6 mons that I brought. We've got AV, Azu, Max Attack Adamant with Aqua Jet, Ice Spinner, Play Rough, and Knockoff. Rock Polish, Meteor Beam with Power Herb on my Auroras, Earth Power and Freeze Dryer, my other 2 moves, Max Special Attack Modest, and I am Terra Water, just defensively. More SPDF Lando with Stone Edge, Earthquake, U-Turn, and Stealth Rock. I am running Adamant just to give me a little bit of boost in attack. Choice Scarf, Staraptor, Tailwind, Brave Bird, Double Edge, and U-Turn. Tailwind, I might be able to get that off late game, and that helps something like Lando or Specs Tatsu just be speedy and hit things hard. Like I said, I am Specs Tatsu with Draco, Hydro Pump, Surf, and Rapid Spin. And then I am more Fizdef, Hitmontop with Intimidate, Triple Axle, Mach Punch, Toxic, and Baton Pass. Sam's Terra Captains are the Arboliva and the River Room. Arboliva was Terra Ground, I think. Could have been Terra Fire, but I'm pretty sure it was Terra Ground. And the River Room was Terra Flying. So in terms of leads, I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. I figured Scarf, Staraptor outspeeds everything and I can get a U-turn, but the Zapdos would be pretty tough. Alternatively, Tatsugiri kind of lives a hit from everything, and I can just get off a big Specs hit. So I figured that's what I probably was going to do. It off with my Specs Tatsugiri as he goes River Room, and I'm just going to fire off a Specs Hydro Pump. I get that big damage, and this shows me he's either no investment Assault Vest or pretty well max Special Defense. He goes for a Giga Drain, and that shows me he's modest. And so at this point, I'm pretty sure that his set is either some funky AV set or it's max HP, max SPDF, but modest nature. So you do a little switching here. He makes a nice play into the Quillfish, which kind of hardwalls my Hitmontop, but I'm going to just Baton Pass out. I am allowed to Baton Pass because the stat drop was inflicted by my opponent, not myself, and I can go right back into my Specs Tatsugiri and now just fire off a Draco. Unfortunately, I miss on the Arboliva, so I don't get the damage I really wanted on that thing. And then I'm forced to play around here as he keeps clicking Strength Sap, which really doesn't do much damage, or which stops me from doing damage to him. We've got another situation where I had Tatsu in on the River Room. I still keep going for the Hydro because I don't want to misplay there, as he does just go right back into Arboliva. I bring my Lando-T in here, and this is a perfect opportunity to get up my Stealth Rocks. I want them up and force him to go for a defog later with the Zapdos, and if he's not Boots Zapdos, then I'm getting big damage on everything. I go for a U-turn out here, and I get a big crit at -1, which is huge. I think that makes up for the Draco miss earlier. It does show me that he is the Harvest Berry, but with the Strength Sap and the Berry, he's back to full, so the crit U-turn actually didn't mean too much. But he goes for Giga Drain here, and now at this point, I don't have any stat drops on my Staraptor, so I can just go straight for a Brave Bird. As he goes out into River Room, and this shows he's max Fizdef with the Rocky Helmet. This is not what I was expecting. I was fully thinking like an offensive setup. Terra River Room was going to try and come in to win. But nope, he shows he's defensive, and he goes for a Parting Shot. I don't want to Baton Pass now because I do have a drop in attack and special attack, so Tatsu isn't really a play anymore. I go into my Lando here, and I'm just going to click U-turn expecting him to switch out with the Quillfish, but he doesn't. He stays in, so I was really unsure, so I figured I'd just go back into my Hitmontop in case he's doing something funky, but he's just Pain Split, and that makes sense because he does live in Earthquake from that range. I'm going to Baton Pass this time, and again, Earthquake's doing about, I believe it was 53 to 59, so I'd have to max roll in order to kill, so I wanted to go for the Stone Edge in case he went into Zapdos. I missed the Stone Edge, which sucks. I go for the Earthquake the next turn, don't get the roll as he Pain Splits, and I lose all my health. This time he does switch out, but then he goes Arboliva, and I get a big U-turn off, and it kills. That was a roll for sure in his favor, but big justice, the Lando-T got that big roll. So now he's got his River Room in, and he clicks Toxic, which is great for me again here, because now this gives me another free Earthquake. But I'm going to predict the Zapdos and go for a Stone Edge, and he refuses to go into Zapdos on my Lando-T. But that's okay, I'm not going to make a prediction this time, and I just pick off the Quillfish with an Earthquake. So that's 2 big kills for Lando. Big justice, brings the boom with 2 kills right there. I'm going to go into my Scarf Staraptor because it's good against everything. He goes into his Blastoise and click Surf. I'm going to go Tatsu here because this is a great opportunity to just get rid of my rock, or get rid of the spikes on my side, as he actually pulls out the Shell Smash, which is a nice play on Sam because either I'm killing him or I'm not killing him and he gets to set up, but Tatsu has very good SPDF, and so I'm able to live a +2 Ice Beam. He goes into Blaziken now, and at this point I have to switch out because I don't want to click Rapid Spin as he goes for like Swords Dance, so I switch out into my Hitmontop, which shows he's Clear Amulet. So this is great. I was really worried about him potentially being Pasho Berry to live a hit from my Tatsu or an Azu, so I just need Mach Punch Chip in order to guarantee that it is in range of my Aqua Jet. He also shows Flare Blitz, which means he's 1,000,000% in range of my Azu's Aqua Jet. So I'm just going to go for that here. Can't take any risks. That goes down. He goes out into River Room. At this point, if Zapdos is defensive, then Tatsugiri outspeeds both and should just win with a Spec Surf at this point. If he's offensive though, then I think Aurorus lives one hit, and that was my way out. So I'm just going to sack Azu at this point just for chip. He shows he's not Boots on Zapdos, which is great, and I go for an Aqua Jet, and that's big damage, showing he is no defense, and he's actually Life Orb, which is crazy. So knowing that, I'm expecting him to be fully offensive and outspeed my Tatsu. So I have to go into my Aurorus, hope no para, and I don't get para'd, and I can pick it off with a Freeze Dry. And that is a nice 2-0 win. Kills went, Lando got one on the Quillfish, and the big U-turn roll on the Arboliva. Big justice, the Lando. So it was 2 kills for Lando. Aurorus only got the Zapdos kill. Tatsu killed the Blastoise, Azu killed the Blaziken, and I believe, yeah, Azu killed the River Room as well. So 2 Lando, 2 Azu, 1 Tatsu, and 1 Lando kill. That's a big game, bringing me back to the win column now at 2-3 through 5 weeks, and I have pretty good differential. I believe I was 2-3 with a 0 differential. So I'm right on the fringe on the outside of the playoffs. But hopefully I can have a strong end of the season and get back into the playoffs, but we'll see. That is it for this week. Thanks for watching, and yeah, peace.